How has our recently released game Summer's Heartbeat and upcoming titles like Too Hot to Be True been received?
No response. They've heard us, but no one's coming.
We fought the Love Is All Around Empire in 3 Kingdoms Rebirth till the end. But the Romance FMV multiverse has lost all its hope. The Storytaco spark is out. Luke, I know what you're gonna say. I should have brought back Umbiko and Sungi for Season 2 and prioritized a Season 3 over new titles.
It was a nice idea.
I know I've lost both Umbi and Sungi, and now Suji Lee too, because I didn't feature her more as the Doctor in Season 2.
Leia, I'm sorry.
I held out hope she would come back because of her unexpected popularity, but I know she's gone.
No one's ever really gone.
What's your...
Master Luke.
Hello everyone, Rain here. Surprise, surprise! Storytaco's Discord moderator PM Eva announced that Farhan's Under One Roof Season 2 will be getting a DLC called The Winter Trip, rather than a Season 3, which I believe many of us were expecting more over a DLC. This will be a short news update video because there isn't too much information, but since this is exciting and unexplored territory, as Storytaco has never done a story-based DLC for any of their games, I thought it would be worthwhile to go over the brief details and some educated guesses. So let's get straight into it. The DLC title is quite self-explanatory on the season, and shout out to my great viewers and friends Rix and Nutcrackr for inspiring me to think further, as they suggested perhaps the Winter Trip DLC will be set before the good or happy endings with the respective love interests. This would make sense as Season 2 was shot last year between March and June, which is the tail end of the South Korean winter and into the spring season, something that's reflective in the outfits worn by the various love interests and characters, meaning it's quite unlikely that Storytaco has shot any material for this winter-themed DLC last year because of the different weather and temperatures, so it'd probably be easier for Storytaco to set this DLC probably between Yuman's birthday party and the various endings, similar to how In Tiny had set the Love Is in the Room DLC after the events of the original Love Is All Around to avoid continuity or
A real mind.
Charming.
Based on the title, I think that the boarding house will not be the main setting as with both seasons, and possibly feature a trip to a ski resort, which there are a number in South Korea, or maybe camping or a road trip. If my guess is correct, I think it would make for a nice refreshing change of scenery from the usual boarding house setting. The other hint is that PM Eva used an emoji featuring Season 2's breakout character Dr. Suji Lee, suggesting she might appear in the Winter Trip DLC, and based on her popularity, if she was not featured for a DLC or for a potential Season 3,
the fans will lose their mind.
We want Dr. Suji Lee in Season 3!
Right.
Anyway, another good point raised by Rix is that because Dr. Suji Lee is a roommate of sweetheart nurse and love interest Gyu-ri Bang, it's possible Gyu-ri could return, and considering she's number 1 on the Season 2 leaderboard, I think it will be an easy decision by Storytaco to feature Gyu-ri again, and based on the correlation between Grandong's, Mao Se-go and Minjun Park's Season 1 leaderboard rankings and their return for Season 2, I believe such leaderboard rankings do factor into further casting opportunities. Once there's more news, like a casting call or other teasers, I'll be sure to cover that. Thank you especially to Rix for alerting me to this tease and also for your discussions about it with Nutcrackr, who I also like to personally thank too. And I would like to thank you all for watching, and please take care.